It is either delusion or it is jealousy. Because when you watch Caitlin Clark play the game of basketball, they don't treat her like she's the ninth best guard. They don't pick her up for full court like she's the ninth best guard. They don't blitz her after she crosses half court like she's the ninth best guard. They don't double team her like she's the ninth best guard. They don't foul her as though she's the ninth best guard. So to rank her as the ninth best guard leads me to believe it is either delusion or it is jealousy. That's what I'm led to believe. I can't suggest that it is, and I'm not speaking about an individual WNBA player. I'm speaking about the WNBA players, because how in the world do you vote her as the ninth best guard, though you treat her as the best, the second best, or as worst, third best guard? But I'm reminded of this, and I hope Caitlin Clark understands this, that criticism is the cost of praise.
Say that again?
But I'm reminded of this, and I hope Caitlin Clark understands this, that criticism is the cost of praise.
Winning.
Here we go. Beef is brewing up. Now it's the WNBA players that are hating on Caitlin Clark's greatness. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Caitlin Clark getting disrespected by several WNBA players again. Emmanuel Acho rightfully cooked the WNBA players for ranking Caitlin Clark as the ninth best guard in the WNBA. At this point, it is to be expected that Caitlin Clark's game will be diminished in several ways. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So, here it is. Why are WNBA players so disrespectful towards Caitlin Clark? Really, it comes down to three major reasons. Those reasons include jealousy, talent, and racism. Caitlin Clark is way better than all the other players in the WNBA. If Caitlin Clark was truly the ninth best guard in the Women's National Basketball Association, then how come players treat Caitlin Clark as the best player on the court? I'm looking at how they're guarding Caitlin Clark full court. They're not even letting Caitlin Clark breathe for the most part. If they really believe Caitlin Clark was the ninth best guard, then they wouldn't be picking her up at full court. They would let her walk up to half court and just simply play defense from there on. Of course, they know deep down Caitlin Clark is not the ninth best guard. I'm seeing Caitlin Clark get double and triple team. She's getting the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant type of treatment. They know that Caitlin Clark is the most transcendent superstar the league has ever seen. Obviously, these players are getting super jealous of Caitlin Clark getting all the attention and shine, because they know that Caitlin Clark truly deserves that shine and the media attention she commands at all times. Caitlin Clark is a great player. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is a transcendent talent. She can shoot the three ball really well. She does a pretty good job shooting the ball and getting her teammates involved on offense. Caitlin Clark is really the white version of Steph Curry. I know Caitlin Clark went through a shooting slump earlier in the year, but it seems like Caitlin Clark has gotten herself together and she has played like a special talent would be expected to on a nightly basis. These WNBA players are looking at Caitlin Clark and saying to themselves, why couldn't it be me? Why couldn't I get the spotlight? Why couldn't I be the ones that get credit for the turnaround of the WNBA in terms of their ratings? Caitlin Clark has a massive effect on WNBA ratings. The only reason why the WNBA existed all those years is because the NBA gave the WNBA money. The WNBA did not even turn one profit before Caitlin Clark got there. These players want the credit and they want to get the headlines. Obviously, they're not getting that. Caitlin Clark is the one that is getting the headlines. That's why I said jealousy is a big reason why the WNBA players are so disrespectful towards Caitlin Clark. I also want to show you guys this clip of Michele Tafoya doing an interview on Outkick talking about Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA and why WNBA players are so disrespectful towards Caitlin Clark. I could not agree more with what Michele Tafoya was saying. She's normally pretty good at her coverage in sports and politics. I like a lot of what she has to say in the media. She absolutely nailed it on the head. Roll the film.
I thought we were turning a corner here, Dan. I thought we saw her teammates having her back. I thought we were maybe settling down with this obsession with Caitlin Clark and this. It really feels almost like a hatred toward her, but it's clearly a jealousy. You know, she's got that great State Farm commercial where everything's better from the logo. Terrific ad, very smart. And so, you know, America loves her. The fans clearly love her. The media likes her. but the players can't stand her. Ninth best guard in the league. Don't try to give me the excuses of, well, she's been struggling lately or she missed some games with injury. Come on. This is insanity. And I think it's an activist vote by the women of the WNBA who simply cannot stand her success. It's so dumb and it's so childish.
There we go, Michele Tafoya. That's why I always find you credible. Her politics and her beliefs are usually right on point. And in the case of Caitlin Clark, she is absolutely right in her assessment of the Caitlin Clark situation. These players are envious of Caitlin Clark's greatness. These WNBA players want to get the coverage that Caitlin Clark is receiving. However, that's not right for WNBA players to want that. WNBA players are not as good as Caitlin Clark. If somebody like Angel Reese was playing half as good as Caitlin Clark, then she would be getting all the coverage. Of course, Angel Reese is not as good as a player as what people promote her out to be. She's basically the Andre Drummond of the WNBA. Angel Reese is a good player, but she should not be the face of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark should be the face of the WNBA. So obviously, jealousy is the number one reason why Caitlin Clark gets the attention she gets on a daily basis. The talent level of the WNBA is also subpar as well. Watching the WNBA is like watching paint dry. It's really boring to the casual viewer, and the product on the court is substandard. Really, the only reason why people care about the WNBA so much right now is because of the storylines and getting to watch Caitlin Clark play. Caitlin Clark can play basketball, don't get me wrong, but let's keep it real. A high school team could beat WNBA players easily. They're going to beat them by 30, 40, maybe even 50 points. That's how low the bar is for the WNBA in terms of high quality basketball. However, it is clear that Caitlin Clark is way better than the other players in the WNBA. If you take Caitlin Clark out of the WNBA, the talent level at the WNBA level would be comparable to a bunch of little kids playing basketball. So really, talent is another reason why WNBA players do not like Caitlin Clark whatsoever. And the final reason why WNBA players do not like Caitlin Clark is because of racism. Caitlin Clark is a white player. It's a majority black league. These WNBA players feel like a black woman has to be the face of the league. So when they see a white woman completely dominate the black players, they feel a little jealous. You look at how some of the battles between Caitlin Clark and some of the other players in the WNBA, they are fueled because of racism. These black women want to make sure that their black players become the face of the league. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is way better than those unqualified women that are playing basketball at the WNBA level. So to me, I believe racism also plays a role in why WNBA players are feeling envious towards Caitlin Clark. There are a bunch of other reasons as well. You can go to money. You can talk about how Caitlin Clark is just more skilled than the other people, but really it comes down to three core values: jealousy, talent, and racism, with a huge emphasis on jealousy. Michele Tafoya and Emmanuel Acho are absolutely correct. It is stupid to say Caitlin Clark is the 9th best guard in the Women's National Basketball Association. Quite frankly, there is no statistic or any film that would support the notion that Caitlin Clark is the 9th best guard in the Women's National Basketball Association. So that is how jealousy, talent, and racism are the three biggest reasons for why WNBA players are so disrespectful towards Caitlin Clark. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran and at Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.